Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Thank you for coming to the pitch party. This is a party. We're grateful that you're here. How's everybody feeling? Okay. Oh, that's good. Somebody, please ask me how I'm feeling.
How you feeling?
I feel pretty good because we're going to talk about music discovery, which is something I focused on my entire career as a music producer. And right now we are in this amazing moment. 1.0. You guys know what 1.0? That's the beginning of an era, of a paradigm. But let's go back to the old days when we were collectors, when we got CDs, we got cassettes, and we got vinyl, and then MP3s. We had all this stuff we were collecting, and it was amazing. There was always one guy with one Dave Matthews CD, but otherwise we were collectors. It was this Dave Matthews crowd. But now it's 1.0. We can just wade into the water. There's music everywhere. There's music all the time. The access is incredible. There's all these companies there to give it to you. Pay them a little money, they'll give you music. It's amazing. We're swimming. But, well, what happened? Did I turn it off? There's a problem. Fuck the slides. We've never had so much access to music, and yet the paradox is, how do you discover new music when it's so much music, when it's so overwhelming? So there's this really cool lady here who we pitched 2 weeks ago, and she put it in no uncertain terms. We have a discovery problem. So what does that mean? What is the problem? What are the symptoms of it? What is going on? This is Nigel. He's one of our music fans. He's a hardcore music guy. He uses the fast forward button to scroll through tracks constantly. He uses every different platform. He's scrolling through tracks. There's Nigel. He's an amazing guy. Even tracks he likes, he's trying to get through as fast as possible because he's one of those crazy music streamers. That's the other thing. We don't even have a name yet. We used to be collectors. What are we now? Streamers? Are we like peeing ourselves? I don't know. It's such a new paradigm. This is Haley. Haley loves music, but she's kind of stuck inside her own tastes. And the algorithm she gets that play her music just give her more of the same. She said it's like a bad Volkswagen commercial. She wants to explore, but she doesn't have any tools. What do artists do? This is Bedouin. Bedouin's this amazing emerging artist. My friend manages her. But there's very few tools. Artists don't have many tools to target fans that would like their music, that are predisposed to liking their music. So what do? Music. Music marks the most important moments in our lives. But we only think of it that way after the fact. When you're discovering music, it's fast, it's exciting, it's like a car chase, and you're driving. Or it's like speed dating. You're like, hey, how's it going? Hey, my name's Paul. Yeah, I'm a Leo. What color are your eyes? My eyes are blue. It's like, discovery should be something that's fun. It should be something that's fast, something that you enjoy to do. So that's what we're here to talk about. Here is a video of the interface of Rolling Muse, our music discovery app.
I still hear the song. Faithful, that looks. Ever cross your mind? I know there's gonna be good. Give me my lips.
All right, guys. Hi, I'm Sasha. This went pretty fast. It was kind of the point. But there's a few things I want you to notice about what you just saw. First of all, there's no fast forward button here. There's just a hard it or exit. You don't need to scroll to the middle of a song to get to the good bits. We jump right into the good bits. Also, there's no artist name, so you're blinded. Your prejudices are not influencing whether you like a song or not. And last but not least, at the end you get a playlist on your favorite streaming app, Spotify or Apple Music, you name it. So, we tested this. In fact, one of my favorite moments in the Combine was when I had the chance to test this in front of a class of students at NYU, and I was blown away. So after 5 minutes of the onboarding process, I start hearing a few giggles. And these giggles start turning into laughter. And I honestly did not expect that. I expected a bit of data, a bit of feedback, but not a classroom of students laughing. So after we had a discussion, and Catherine here told us a little bit about what she liked, and she got the sense that, well, first of all, there was the anticipation of knowing who are these artists? Will I find out? And then there was the fact that this thing was getting to know her, or if she felt that this was getting better. Now, it's all about data quality. The more, if you have to commit to yay or nay on every song, we can learn pretty fast what kind of music you like. So here's where we fit in between two huge industries. On the left, you have the streamers, very lean back kind of business. The typical users listen to it for 4 hours a day. They do other stuff while they're listening. In fact, even the payment scheme is lean back. You sign your subscription and you never worry about it again. On the right-hand side, you have you have the gaming world, very active apps, things that you do in short bursts, 10 minutes. You play this game very actively. And in fact, only about 5% of people who use these apps ever give a dime to them. Now, their dark little secret is that the people who do give money give a lot of money. That's why the number on the right is bigger than the one on the left. Now, how do we fit in this? Well, we have advantages on each side. On the left side, you have these lean-back apps that are trying to learn from your behavior, but you listen to a hip-hop list and it'll start assuming you like Drake. Maybe you don't like Drake. On the other hand, we ask you to make a decision on every single song. On the right side, well, you have games. They're awesome, but none of them really help you to discover music, and we feel that we have an edge there. Now, what about the business model? Well, a well-known fact in the music business is that streaming is very expensive due to licenses. And in fact, we found out by talking to digital rights experts at UMG that there's a new form of license out there. It's quite new, and some people call it the innovator's license, but let's call it a clip license. And these licenses, because we're using short clips, incidentally, we didn't limit the length of the clips in this classroom, and then we did some data analysis, and we found that the average time between swipes was 30 seconds. So then we realized, maybe there's a fit here with this business model, and the costs will be much lower. Now, what about the revenues? Well, the first easier answer, I think, is this well-trodden road of gamification. You limit someone's ability to play, and when they really, really want to play, they're going to pay some money. Now, my favorite story in the revenue model, which is where the data science comes in, is that we can provide a tool for artists to target the right music to the right audience, to the right ears. So what's this cute little picture on the right? Well, the way our algorithm works is very much peer-to-peer. So every dot you see here is an early user of Rolling Muse. Every line is a song that sort of virally spreads among users. So we find that just knowing how many streams you had is kind of a boring number. Knowing how it got from person to person, who your super fans are, who are the influencers in this network, we think that's very powerful. And this will help artists to target their music to the right ears. Now, what are we asking for? We're looking to raise $1.2 million in seed funding. So we want to hire an expert at gaming. We want to hack our way to 200,000 users. That takes some marketing power. Now, who are we? Well, on the left and middle, you've got the Sashas, the nerds, the data guys. So we've been working together, writing algorithms in the financial markets, the data, the math. We're the nerds, and we've been doing this for a while. Now, we've at some point got really interested in this music data, but we love music, but we don't know much about the business. And that's when we ran into Paul, which we tried to rename Sasha just for the sake of the presentation, but he's independently minded, as you saw, and he's sticking to his name. So Paul is he's worked with legends. This is not a fan photo of him at a concert. He's worked with David Byrne on several projects, and these are legit artists and legit albums that he's produced. So we feel that together we bring some technology with some music industry experience. So, well, I skipped over the last slide. I was gonna break out to you that just this week, we released the app in the App Store, so you can download it and start swiping. Have fun.
Thank you very much.